Hey, as promised, I'm back here to talk with you about goal setting and New Year's resolutions in terms of purchasing a home. So I figured we just dive right on in. First one is believing in yourself. There may be things that are preventing you from purchasing right now, but there are very few things that can prevent you from purchasing over time as long as you start talking to the right people and set some goals for you. So definitely want to start getting on it early and believe that there is a path out there for you to be a homeowner. The next thing is write it down. I recommend using a shareable note or a Google Doc, editable Google Doc. You can use a notebook too. Just something that you can change things as we go, because as we go through the process, your needs and priorities will change based on what's available and what you find out as you go through the process. Next is asking for help. There are two people you definitely need to ask for help from. One's a realtor and one is a lender. You say, why do I need to talk to a realtor early? Why not just wait until I need to get in the house to see? The big reason is we go through a lot of transactions, more than most people do, which is pretty typical. And we can help provide a good timeline, help you avoid any pitfalls, kind of do the legwork to make sure that you're going to have a pleasant purchasing experience when you do find the right home and it's time to make that offer. And with a lender, there are many loan products out there, and although realtors can provide some basic and typical information, there's always little things that lenders do differently, and different loan products are differently that you really need to talk specifics with one of them. So it's important to find one that communicates well, a lender that communicates well, and is going to kind of dive in and assess your personal situation, and not just put you through kind of an automated thing, giving you a yes or no. So yeah. Then after that, we're kind of going to get into the smart model, and this is where we can really dive into help define the type of house you're looking for, and the what and where, and how you're going to purchase. So the first one, be specific. This you can start with location, your budget, what you want, any things that are deal breakers. And as far as your budget goes, it can be a monthly budget that you want to keep to, or it can be an overall budget, and we can help you work towards the other one so you kind of have an idea of where you're going to be at with that. We're going to skip over the measurable for a second because we want to hit the attainable one first, because there are a few big roadblocks when purchasing a home. The first big one is financing. Now, if you're doing cash, then you don't really have to worry about this. But if you are financing, you need to know what type of loan product you're going to use, because that's going to help determine how much your down payment is. If you need to pay off any credit cards, they're going to look at your debt to income ratio. They're going to look at your credit score if you need to get that increased, and they're going to look at your income, your income type. Whether you're a W-2 or a 1099, because that will help determine what type of loan product you use. So doing that will kind of help give us a clearer picture of what you need to save, if you need to save anything else, or what you need to work towards. And the second part of the attainable, the other roadblock, is finding the type of home that you want, in the area that you want, and the budget that you want. Just for an example, if you really want to purchase in Lakewood, Ohio, but you want a home that was built in the last 40 years, that's going to be extremely hard to come by, just because a lot of the housing stock there is much, much older. And there are new homes there, but those may be out of your budget, because they're brand new homes built, and sometimes they may be bigger than what you're looking for. So you definitely need to look at this pretty closely and kind of see, okay, do I need to look in a different area, or maybe I can make some changes to what kind of house I'm looking for, or maybe I just need to work to increase my budget. Like those are all options that we can do, but we need to assess that to make sure that we're going to be able to find the home that you want instead of waiting for a home that's never going to come on the market. So now that we got past that, we can get to measurable. There are a couple things that we can make measurable. One is that, hey, we need to, we're at the beginning. We need to go see at least 5 homes in the area that you want, so you kind of have an idea of what the houses are like in that area, and make sure it's still something you're interested in. That can be something you can say, I need to go see open houses, stuff like that. The other big side is the financial side. You may need to pay off a credit card or save up a little more for down payment or closing costs, stuff like that. And I have an example here. Like, let's say you are able to find the home that you want in the budget and the location, but you need to save up about $5,000 more for closing costs, and you need another $1,000 to pay off your credit card debt to get your debt to income ratio down. So you got to save up $6,000, which may sound like a lot, but so you figure out, okay, I need to save. I want to purchase by summer, so I need to do $1,000 a month, which kind of leads us into the realistic side of it. And you ask yourself, is $1,000 a month realistic? And you kind of go, that's a little too much, but maybe I can do 600. So at 600. You can still do it within the year. It's just going to be towards the end of the year. Finally, we want to kind of put some benchmarks in there, some timeline goals. So with the saving money, we can say, let's do the credit card first. We'll do 2 months. So by February, I want to have the credit card paid off, and by October, I want to have that other $5,000 saved up for the closing costs, and then we can kind of take it. We can say in October, I want to start seriously looking, or maybe even the month before that, start looking. And then, you want to be in the home by the end of the year. So it's definitely something that's very doable. Now that we put those benchmarks in, we can kind of have an idea of, okay, when do I need to start keeping a closer eye on the homes coming on the market? So that we kind of took the goal of just, I want to buy a house, and got narrowed down to some very specific steps financially, and looking at the type of homes that you want to purchase, and in the area that you want to purchase. The last two, remaining accountable and assessing your goals, they kind of go hand in hand. I would definitely lean on your realtor for this, because they have no problem. I know I have no problem checking in with you once a month on your path, just to make sure that you're doing what you want to do. And sometimes life happens and things change, and you need to change what you're looking for in the house, or the location, or anything like that. So definitely lean on us to check in with you and make sure things are still going in the direction that you want, that your goals at the beginning of the year are still the same goals that you have throughout the year, throughout the process. So hopefully that gives you an idea of some tools to use to help you stay focused while you work towards this journey of purchasing a home. If it is something that you want to do, feel free to reach out. I'd love to talk to you more about it. I'll put my information up here on the screen, and I'll leave it in the description down below. Also, if there's any topics you'd like me to cover in another video, drop them in the comments and I'll do that. Otherwise, look for some mortgage rate updates and some market updates over the next sometime next week. But yeah, I think that's all I got for you today. So have a good day, and we'll talk to you later.